can agree that Hailey's Zone it started well. After all that multiverse stuff like Marvel or Rick and Morty, I actually kinda feel nice when we're back to the time travel stuff. If you don't know, Hailey's Zone it is a Disney cartoon series in which a girl named Hailey finished her to-do list for saving the future. Before starting talking about episodes, I love this show backgrounds. Like, look at it, especially Hailey's house. They use this scene in another episode so they work on it for more, but other ones are pretty okay too. Art styles are good. Sometimes some character looks like cheap Snapchat cartoon character, yeah, I can't deny it. But the main characters looks fine to me. It's because probably they are the very first episode, so they are still in learning their art style phase. I don't know if you guys ever realized, but cartoon's first episode and the very last episode art styles always very different from each other. And while they draw and make a lot of episodes, they do it more good. Anyway, if you guys want more on this subject, don't forget to subscribe and like to the video because I definitely make a video about it. But for now, we come back to the Hailey's on it. Hailey's on it started with a chase scene. Our main character Hailey explained why she is caught on octopus and drove to the sea while the two guys chasing them. Isn't it seem familiar? Like two kids escape from someone and one of the kids explain why she is in this situation. Yeah, it's totally Gravity Falls. While the two guys chasing them, Hailey tells us that she has worrying problems, and so for these problems she is close to new stuffs or hobbies. One day, Hailey and her best friend and secret crush Scott lying on her house roof. Hailey wants to get inside and find a weird robot that tries to burn her to-do list. She tries to stop it, but a purple-haired girl showed up and destroyed it, and explained to her everything, that she came from the future and protect the book that has a really special item for the future. A woman from the future gives Hailey a phone. In the phone, there's a voice sent by future Hailey. Future Hailey says she broke the world peace and find time travel and stuff. She says or Hailey that she needs to complete her to-do list. If she can do that, she can save the future world or stuff. While Hailey looks her to-do list, she finds that one of the list entries is to kiss her best friend Scott, and she denies it. Yeah, she's given up on saving world for not giving her friend a kiss. So anyway, purple-haired woman go back to her own time and Scott appeared and Hailey told him everything fast forward but the kiss part. When they finish talking, they boot up the phone that the woman give them and we see it's an AI tech. We are back where we started and Hailey successfully freed the octopus to the sea. When she back to the house very tired, AI bot named Beta, who's dressed up like a pink bear, says to her that now is the time that she needs to kiss Scott. She doesn't want it and try to erase this entry in her book, but when she tries to do that, space and time got corrupt just a second and she learned that she can't do that. So Hailey would rather the kissing thing, she wants to go to the carnival and ride every toy. So Scott and Hailey go to the carnival and ride every one by one except one thing. Zero Gravitron. Hailey is kinda scared of that, but Scott gives her courage. After that, the popular girl showed up with her audience on her phone. Well, now the school influencer are the bad guys, huh? I mean, first Ghost and Molly McGee and now Hailey's on it. But apparently she's not a villain but just an annoying girl. Yeah, they got me, not gonna lie. While Christine misunderstood the situation and thinks that Hailey and Scott are dating, Hailey denies it and she says he's just a friend. And while she denies it, Scott face all like this. Oh come on Hailey, you got the idea, will ya? While the mission started, robots showed up and break the machine, causing the spin faster. Hailey, after some tries, she got the Christian scarf and reached the emergency stop button that I don't know why it's here. After that, she looks her watch. If her watch screen turns green, they complete the entry but it's turned yellow and they see low river game. Hailey really don't want to go with her friend Scott, but Scott thinks they need to go together. While some causes in the river, they really get close to each other. And while they are just about to kiss, Hailey throws up. They apparently keeping the kiss part very far seasons. Probably the final episode of the show. So she is about to get courage and saying feelings for him. Christian showed up and asked Hailey if she can date Scott and Hailey says it's fine for her. Then Christian and Scott start the date and Hailey's kiss entry is getting harder to get. Well, it's kind of a little guilty pleasure, but I really like the love triangles. Yeah, it's cool that who's choosing who's stuff and I always get myself so hyped when I watch something like that. But I don't know if they make a mistake with Hailey and Scott liking each other's stuff or not, cause we see this on Star vs. Forces of Evil and it's not really a good choice. Also, I really like the voice of Beta. It's somehow so robotic and emotional at the same time. Other character voice actor is doing a good job too. One of the other episodes, also the show's second episode if you think the first episode is not a two-part, Hailey and Scott made a fish taco for some contest, but while they made a good sauces, they were out of fish meat, so while they go to bug some fish, Hailey's dad showed up and say about a big fish that eat him and spit to the island. Her dad say if they need a good fish meat, they need to catch that big fish. Looks like a ranch for me, but but never mind. So Hailey, Scott and Beta go to the sea for finding that mysterious big fish. Well, I don't want to look like mumbling about it, but the Gravity Falls second episode is about to go to the lake and finding a mysterious sea creature. I don't know if I really got nice details or just love Gravity Falls, but so when they find out the fish like Pringles, they caught it, but the fish is so strong that Hailey needs to cut the rope. While fish escape, Beta took control and releases the spear gun, and Beta got eaten by the fish. Fish came closer to Hailey and Scott and they think fish eat them too, but fish just drop a Beta and leave. They learned that fish not a bad guy and use fish fingers to tackle and got to the prize cause the contest is pretty lame. Do you think that contesting is looking cool? Well, good for you, cause most of the episode about winning some contest. Like one of the episode that Hailey tries to win a sheriff badge in some sheriff town carnival. Well, her quest is complete the mission that are needed for becoming the sheriff, but it's just a game so other contestants are just 6 years old kids. Hailey win the contest, not a big surprise, but when she won, the motorcycle gang appeared and messed with the town people. She needed to stop this gang, so she challenging the leader. The leader accepted and Hailey find a horse that got along when her rider bought a motorcycle for herself. This is the funniest part of the entire show, not gonna lie. So somehow Hailey do a cool move with the horse and wins. They go and she saves the city. Hooray! Well, this show is cool, yeah, but we don't see a villain character, right? Christian is so soft for being a villain and Robot are just a minions. So who's the villain of the series? That little guy. Well, episode start on the beach and here we go again. There's a sandcastle contest that Hailey needs to win for her to-do list. But like other years, if she do it with her father, they never finished it cause her dad makes it so slow. So while Scott dealing with her twin brothers, Hailey tries to make a bigger castle but then he showed up, AC, that guy who's the best after Hailey. He wants to win the sandcastle contest so he cheats with his robots. With his what? Yeah, robots. So we probably know who's sending this robot from the future, right? Anyway, he's trying to destroy Hailey's sandcastle and while he does that, Hailey tries to destroy his castle too. They destroy each other's castle but so do the other ones too. But somehow after all the war, Hailey's that sandcastle got survived and they win. So we know Hailey's nemesis now, but how about the love triangle? The episode that I talking about do not have Christian, yeah. So let's talk about the episode that have Christian in it. In one of the episodes we learned that Hailey has a really good voice, but she's too shy to sing in front of the people. She only sings when her cousin sings with her too. Someday at the school, Christine make a musical theater about hats. Yeah, I don't talk about it, but Christine has a hat fetish. So Christine got Scott for the main character, aka her boyfriend, and give Hailey a hat hanger role. Don't get her wrong, she didn't do it for being bad. Actually, Hailey wants it because she wants to be in a musical theater for her to-do list, so it's a good way to do it. Anyway, when the theater starts, everything goes so well, but when the final scene with Christine and Scott, Christian sprains her ankle and can't walk anymore. Christine say Hailey must do it for the sake of this show, but Hailey is got so embarrassed about this. Scott tries to do it with his own, but when he forgets the line that Christian's supposed to sing, Hailey go to the stage and sings with him. After they say they really got close to each other but do nothing. Well, they really got big drama when the writers make the kiss them, I can say that. I hope we see the future in some episode by the way. Maybe we can say who's going to be Mary Scott. Well, while we're talking about the future, do you remember the purple hair lady that I mentioned a while ago? It's a theory, but she's probably Hailey herself. I mean, we don't know her name and in Wikipedia her name is Professor and they look like each other, right? She's Hailey or children of Hailey and Scott. And for the second one, chronologically it's not possible I guess. Also yet it's a Disney show, they can use Marvel and stuff, so they made a joke in one of the episodes. We can say still more things about Hailey's on it, but I want you to guys experience all by yourself from now on. If you like the video, be sure to subscribe and like the video. See you next time.